Good morning, you beautiful souls. Welcome to your morning messages with me, Michelle. I am here to help you along your spiritual awakening, to help you fall more in love with yourself. Today is Thursday. Oh my gosh, it's Tuesday. Oh man, I should go back to bed already. All right, let's do some cards to start. Actually, I'm going to pull a page first, and then we're going to do some cards. But let's open some sacred space. I call in Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron to cleanse my cards, to cleanse me, to allow an open channel to come through so I can bring messages to all of you. Hope your Valentine's Day was wonderful. Today is the 15th. It's the day after. Mine was so wonderful in so many ways. I was beaming all day yesterday. Hearts are my favorite, so a full day of hearts are wonderful for me. All right, let me go put this on my incense holder. All right, for those of you that are new to my channel, we pull cards every morning together. We just see what the energy is for the day. We pick a page in some of my favorite motivational books, and we just talk all the things. I am a channel from the universe and your angels, your guides. Sometimes I get called to sit down and do these readings because somebody out there needs a message. And I get I get the nudge to be like, Michelle, go film at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I just looked at the time on my clock and it is the time, not to be sad, but is 8:29, which is the day that my daughter passed away. So I always feel like that's confirmation when I see signs like that I'm where I'm supposed to be and I'm doing the right thing and I'm in the flow. And if you didn't know this, so my daughter Micah, she was 2 months, she was 6 weeks old, but I always just say 2 months because it's easier, but she was born with a muscle disorder. There was like a 1 in 50,000 chance of a baby being born with this type of disorder. So it was kind of like written in the stars for us. I feel like she came for a little bit to kind of open my eyes up, open up my heart, show me how to love. And then she sends me hearts wherever I go. So I truly believe that our mission together is to help people fall more in love with themselves and to appreciate life. Because in an instant, it can be taken from us. So on that note, let's see what message, I feel like she's with us in this reading right now. Let's see what message she has for us today. What do we need to focus on today, baby girl? Okay. I have unlimited potential. It says you can spend your time griping and begrudging the things that went wrong or how you were not good enough. Or you can spend your time thinking about joyous experiences, loving yourself, thinking joyfully. Happy thoughts is the quickest route you can take to create a wonderful life. And that's just a small little quote on the side. I'm still going to read the excerpt. But that's essentially what my grief and my loss taught me. And that's what Micah taught me, was that to appreciate the small moments, appreciate a cup of coffee, appreciate a smile from a stranger or from somebody that you love, and don't get so caught up thinking about the negative or what's going wrong in your life. Because when you are directing energy towards what's going wrong, you are pulling energy away from what's going right. And whatever we direct our energy towards, it's almost like in your mind, if you can imagine it's a dark room and you have this little flashlight, right? And there's all of these thoughts and all of this energy in your mind in this dark space. But when you turn that flashlight on, you're directing it in one direction. And whatever direction you choose to point that light, that's what your external world is going to create in the next hour. So if you are shining a light on the money that you don't have, you're going to create more or less opportunities to make more money or to receive money. If you're going to shine a light on what's not working in your partnership, that's going to generate more discord and more angst and frustration in that relationship because you're shining a light on it. You're pushing energy towards what's not working. So what I love to do with my clients is I love to teach them this analogy. And then Let's move the light over here. Let's shine the light on. I have a beautiful home. It's a really pretty sunrise today. I just had a nice talk with a stranger. My partner, even though we're going through it right now, I still am really grateful that they're still here and that they're willing to do the work. And you just start to see the silver lining, you see the good in everything. But it takes a lot of effort to move that flashlight over because you've been conditioned and programmed to see the negative. And it's wonderful when we can do this shift because it changes your existence. Because all of a sudden now you're getting things coming to you. People are offering you things, people are buying you gifts, and the universe is showing you opportunities, and you're like, why haven't I been living this way my whole life? And it really is magic, but you're co-creating that magic with the universe. So it's really, really fun once we learn to switch our perspective in our mind and to see the good, because then you start to generate more good. Okay, here's what the excerpt says. I have unlimited potential. In the infinity of life where we all are, all is perfect, whole and complete. We rejoice in knowing we are one with the power that created us. This power loves all its creations, including us. We are the beloved children of the universe and have been given everything. We are the highest form of life on this planet and have been equipped with all that we need for every experience we shall have. Our minds are always connected to the one infinite mind. Therefore, all knowledge and wisdom are available to us as we believe it is so. We trust ourselves to create for ourselves only that which is for our highest good, greatest joy, and perfect for our spiritual growth and evolution. We love who we are. We are particularly delighted with the incarnation we have chosen in this lifetime. We know that we can, from moment to moment, shape and reshape our personalities and even our bodies to further express our greatest potential. We rejoice in our unlimitedness and know that before us lie the totality of possibilities in every area. We trust totally in the one power, and we know all is well in our world, so it be, or so be it. This is so powerful because it's exactly what we were just talking about, is shifting our focus and creating a better reality for ourselves. And it literally said, we know that from moment to moment, we can shape and reshape our personalities, even our bodies. And I was just talking about this, how, like, I think it was in yesterday's video. I think it was. Yeah, because we were talking about our egos and going through like an ego death. And back before, when I used to like grind in the gym all the time, and I would go at like 4 a.m. and it was like my ego was pushing me like, you have to do this. You have to be strong. You have to be disciplined. You have to look a certain way. But now it's just like, now I just want to go do it. And I don't do it at a certain time every single day. I just go whenever I feel it. And it's fun that I can like shape my body the way I want to when it's not a chore, and when it's not, and when I say that, I mean like my body responds faster now than it did when I was so trying to force my body to change. Because now I just move the energy in my body. I move for my mental state. I move to feel good. And then as a result, my body like shifts and shapes really, really quickly because it's not constricted by the ego. So same thing with your thoughts. When you release the ego's control on your life, when it's trying to, and the ego is your mind, if you're not aware of that, when it's trying to figure things out, and I need to know where my next job's going to be. I need to know where my next paycheck is going to come from. It's like this gripping energy, and we get really tense in our body, and we start to hold that. And then our body is not free to move and to flow. And we start to get energy stuck in certain areas. And that's why I practice Reiki in my home, and I love having clients come here and I can open up and move that energy for them. So being aware that we can shape our thoughts, we can shape our body, but we just have to step out of the ego's control and just say, I'm going to put my focus here. I'm going to focus on the good. I'm going to focus on feeling good. I'm going to focus on doing things when I feel like doing them. And life becomes really open and really inviting. And you really just start to see the magic all around you. You'll be talking to somebody and you'll have so much in common with them. And it doesn't mean you're supposed to date them, That's a really important thing I want to say right now, because there's a lot of breakups and divorces going on right now. So if you are currently single and you're looking to date somebody, you're going to find that you're going to meet a lot of people that you might feel like you should be dating because you have certain things in common and you say things at the same time. But we're all the universe's children, just like this book said. We are all cut from the same cloth. We are all the same. We're all one. We're all love. And there are certain people you're going to connect with deeper. So it's important to date and to figure that out and to be like, okay, like I dated this person and we had this in common and we did this, but there was still something missing. And then you pull away and then you go date somebody else and you kind of pick up all these pieces that you like and that you want for yourself and for your sacred union, who you want to end up with. And you get to choose. You're not trapped with somebody. You're not stuck with somebody just because you have so much in common. You can pick who your partner is going to be. And if you don't like the prospects that have been showing up, you can ask the universe and say, universe, I would like a partner that ... And you make a nice long list. And the universe will align that for you. And sometimes I always think, like, do we know who our partner is, before we enter this lifetime? And it's like in our Akashic record, it is in our timeline of, we know, like, Michelle's 39. At 39, you're going to meet your soulmate, you're going to meet your twin flame, and you're going to be together and you're going to do amazing things. Like, did I already know that, or did I manifest it? It's really cool. And we don't have to know that answer. But we can always keep asking if we're looking for something better than what we already have. And I'm being called to tell you right now that somebody out there, you haven't been holding a high enough standard. You've been settling for something that you feel has been good. But what if you could have great? I just posted on my Instagram last night. I'm going to show you guys this picture. It's really beautiful. It's a little girl holding a teddy bear, and and Jesus is like, hand me the teddy bear. And she's like, but I love it. And he's like, just trust me, I have something better for you. Hopefully this works. There we go. I have to hold my screen so it doesn't move, but he's got like a big teddy bear behind him and she's holding her teddy bear and she's like, but I don't want to. And he's like, trust me. So what this little girl has to do is, not knowing that big teddy bear, that dream like job, that dream person, that money is right behind him, she doesn't know it. So what she has to do is she has to let go of what is what she thinks is great. But God in the universe wants us to know that there's so much possibility. There's so much more we can have for ourselves. We can be smiling, laughing, playing, enjoying sex, enjoying food, enjoying money. We can be doing that every single moment of every single day. We're going to have lows, but majority of our life should be spent in joy and in peace. And when you finally do the inner work to see life differently, like we talked about, shining the flashlight on the good, that's when you can really find that inner peace, and you can really like be sitting there eating the food and being like, this is so good. Or touching somebody's arm and being like, this feels so good right now. And it's just an arm, there's no like end result, you're not going for a destination or an ending, if you know what I mean. It's just the present moment. Your life can be like that. It doesn't have to be in turmoil. It doesn't have to be always figuring things out. But granted, it does take work to work with people in your life, to always shine the flashlight on the good and to work on what's not working, and to not just shove it in a corner and not look at it. You have to work on it. When things are coming up for you, you're not feeling good, say, I'm not feeling good right now. I don't know why this just came up for me, but you talk about it and you figure it out. So this message was huge. Our minds are always connected to the one infinite mind. Therefore, all knowledge and wisdom are available to us as we believe it is so. So you can believe that life doesn't exist, or you can really just walk into it. And I feel like in February, we're all being called to walk into a better life for ourselves. I had 2 people yesterday talk about how they're getting divorced. And they were brave souls. One was a guy, and he was saying how, he is in the middle of like a renovation in his house with his wife, and he knew in his heart that it wasn't right anymore. And he made the leap, and he said, listen, like, I need space. We need to do this in the middle of a kitchen renovation. So there's some brave people out there that are willing to choose themselves instead of letting the circumstances of their life decide their happiness. So high five to that brave soul who did that. And he said he feels so much better, feeling like he's away from that energy, because that energy was tough to be around. Like sometimes we're in partnerships and we don't realize. I often use this analogy that it's like your partner's like a tree in your living room, like a big freaking tree. You can't go around it. It's just there. But once you get rid of that tree, or you remove yourself from that house, you just feel like, oh my gosh, this is what I've been missing. I have not been living. No wonder why I've had no desire to work out. No wonder why I've been so depressed. No wonder why I've been so like high anxiety, low anxiety, high anxiety. It's because of the energy that you're around right now. And you have a choice. You can shine that flashlight on. I want to choose myself, and I want to just see what happens. So high five to those people that are taking those leaps of faith for themselves. I'm so proud of you. And it's not easy, but you are doing hard things, and you're facing the unknown of not knowing what's next, and you're doing it with grace. So amazing job. There was one more thing I wanted to say, but before I do that, maybe it'll come back to me. It was something about the tree and the partner analogy. Yay! I was wearing my ladybug socks yesterday in memory of my daughter. A student, I think it was a student. No, shoot, I can't remember. I think a student got it for me in memory of my daughter. Yeah, I think her name was Gracie Hans. She was amazing. Okay, so Ladybird, Lady Luck, all of your manifesting positive thoughts and visualizations have been heard. So if you are somebody going through a breakup, going through a divorce, going through a transition in your life, all you have to do is ask for that situation to turn out in the best way possible. I always pray and say, universe, please let this unfold where it's best. It's for everybody's highest good. Let it unfold for everybody's highest good, meaning everybody in that situation gets what they want, and they're calm and they're peaceful and they feel good about it. So when you see a ladybug, if you see one today, that is your reminder that luck is on your side, and it's not luck. It's you focusing that light on your manifesting. What do you want to create? What kind of partner do you want to call in? And then the other card we got was the dolphin card. This is my spirit animal for February. I do a 12-month spread. So if you're interested in that, there's a link in my description where I pull an animal card for you for every single month of this whole year. And then you have that animal to guide you through each month. And I had the dolphin this month, which is crazy because the dolphin in one of my other decks means a blessing is on the way. Your spiritual gifts are enhancing. And I just started my Reiki practice. I've definitely had many blessings this month, lots of beautiful things that have been happening. And then we have, so it says Dolphin, Atlantis, healing wisdom is surfacing, stop and listen. So somebody's being called to heal right now. And I just felt some movement in my throat chakra. So whether that's speaking your truth and finally choosing you and saying like, I'm not putting up with this crap anymore. I am choosing myself and I want to start my healing journey. And healing begins with Reiki too. Doesn't always have to, it's an option for you. But it helps move out what's been holding you back or what you've been kind of shoving underneath the carpet. Your body holds on to all of that. And it will surface through tightness. It'll surface through maybe thyroid issues, UTIs, pain in your joints. So it's different for everybody. And that's why Reiki is wonderful, because we can tap into, all right, where are you holding it? Let's move that energy out of your body. And in the session, you might feel me hovering underneath your head or over top of your head or your chest, and you'll feel movement in your feet. You'll feel tingling in your feet. You'll feel tightness. They'll go numb. So it's so cool to feel your body during those sessions and how the energy moves, and we're getting that trauma unstuck and we're moving it out. Okay. Let's do some charms. I've got 2. All right, we have a little boy with a backwards hat. I don't know if you guys can see. I always say that. Hopefully you can see. So what does this little boy mean? You got the peace sign. Maybe children, maybe not just a little boy, but maybe this symbolizes like bringing peace to our children, maybe offering comfort to somebody's child. Maybe somebody's son is going through something tough right now and you need to be that grounded, peaceful person for them. I'm just going to do a card, but let's do another charm. Interesting. Now we have the mermaid. I always see the mermaid as somebody who she wishes she had legs. She wishes she could be somewhere where she's not. It's like somebody feels stuck in their life and they feel like they can't get out. Maybe somebody, this reminds me of my client. I have a client this week. She has 2 kids and she's wanting to get divorced and she feels trapped because she's scared to like uproot her kids. So maybe this message is for her because it is a girl, the mermaid. And the message that I'm getting for her or for anybody that's going through this is when we pray and say that, universe, please make things unfold and align for everybody's highest good. That's what that's for. That's protecting those children. That's protecting her spouse. That is, the universe literally will make it happen for you in a peaceful way if you ask for it. And that's what this peace sign is for. The universe will make it happen for you in a peaceful way if you ask for it. Surrender and say, universe, please take over this union. Please take over this divorce. Make everything unfold for everybody's highest good. And you let it ride and you see what happens and watch. You'll be guided to make a decision in a week or tomorrow, and you'll be guided to say certain things that are really peaceful and loving, something that you might not have said before. It's really cool how the universe jumps into our bodies and it makes us say and do things that we wouldn't normally do. And that's how you know that your prayers are working, is when you start behaving differently or you start to notice somebody else start behaving differently. Here's another example. Just when you ask for things like that from the universe, like say you want a house, right? You go, you put an offer on this house. All of a sudden, somebody else puts an offer in. They go with their offer because it's higher, obviously, and you're deflated. You're like, oh, you go home that night. Say it's a Tuesday, and say you do a reading with me prior to that. And you're texting me and you're saying, Michelle, we didn't get the house. Oh, I'm so frustrated. The advice that I would give you is pray and say, universe, if we're meant to have this home, please make it happen in a magical way. And literally 2 days later, they get a call saying that deal fell through and they want to go with their deal. So the universe will jump into people's bodies and it will make things happen. It will align things if you're meant to be there. So you can let go of control and co-create. And remember, shining the flashlight on what's good. You're not shining the flashlight on the divorce and what's not working and how is this going to happen? And I'm so stressed and I have to make this decision. And there's a siren as I said that. That's the panic mode. You don't want to be in that panic mode. You want to be over here shining a flashlight on. Everything always works out for me. I don't need to take care of this right now. The universe has my back. It's going to move me. Universe, please make this unfold where it's for everybody's highest good. And you just keep saying, I don't need to take control right now. The universe has my back. I trust it will move me. I trust it will move me. I trust it will move me. All right, I feel called to end this here. So I hope you guys are all okay with that. I really would love to know who these messages were for today, because I definitely feel like it's for somebody specific. So comment below or DM me on Instagram. Again, with my throat chakra. So this is definitely a profound message because my throat chakra is all kinds of jacked up today. So yeah, send me a message and let me know if this was for you and if it resonated. If not, no worries. I will see you guys in the next video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. And yeah, I hope you have a lovely Tuesday, not Thursday. All right, lovies, have a good one.